I'm Lisa Hayden, and my guest is April Reinle, who is the third runner-up in Miss Kentucky in the Miss Kentucky USA pageant this year. And we're just delighted to have you today, April.
I'm thrilled to be here in such good company.
Yes. Well, you know, it is so exciting because we interviewed another lady who has connections to Washington County, Katie George.
Right.
We interviewed her a couple of weeks ago, whose mother comes from here and her father from Marion County.
Right.
So, can you believe that Washington County is represented so well in Miss USA? April, you are, this was your first time in the pageant as well.
Right. It was both of our first time competing in Miss Kentucky USA, and I told you earlier I competed in the Miss America system for a few years, but I had never done this, and Katie had never done this, and like I was saying earlier, we were both kind of just taken aback when we were called for that top 10 and then that top 5, and then Katie actually ended up winning, so I was really excited for her because you always love when kind of the underdog comes up and takes it away. So I was really excited for her. She's a really great girl, and she had come up to me before the pageant and told me that I guess she had figured out where I was from, and she had told me that she had family that lives here, and she was talking about her grandmother's house that was right across the street from the high school or something, so that was really cool that we had all that in common, and both ended up doing well in the pageant, so I was really excited about that for her and about both of our success there from representing the hometown.
Exactly, representing Washington County.
Right.
So, and because April, now you are the daughter of John and Mary Ann Reinle.
That's right, don't hold it against me.
and John was in the school system in Washington County and a teacher, and then went on to be the pupil personnel director at the board office before he retired. And I know he's now I can't even think what he's doing.
Well, now he's in Florida. I just sent him to the airport last week, so he's a lot warmer than we are. You know, he's living the good life. So,
well, good for him. Yes.
Yes. No, I'm kidding, though. They were both really supportive, and I did this one a little bit on a whim. I didn't even tell my family until the week before, because this is a whole nother ball game than the Miss America system. I know most people outside of pageantry don't even realize they're two separate things, but they're two totally different ball games. And so I told them the week before, and of course my dad faked excitement, but I know he got there and they were all really excited, and they were really excited that I made it into the top 5 and place. So it's a good time, and they're always really great sports about it, and they always travel all around Kentucky, follow me doing these crazy things. So I'm really grateful to have both of them.
Well, and you have 2 brothers that reside here. I think they both reside here, Scott and Jordan.
They do. They both, yes, they both live here. Jordan actually teaches, he's the middle brother. I'm the baby. He's the middle brother. He teaches at Marion County High School, actually, and then Scott also resides here with his wife and their kids. So
yeah.
we're all coming together for Sunday dinner and everything. So
oh, that's great.
we keep tight, and yeah, they all follow me around, and they're pretty good eggs.
Good. Well, tell me more about the pageant. Now, you have competed before this, and you just mentioned that you had competed in the Miss America pageant.
Correct.
And I believe you won at the time, what was called Junior Miss. Here in Washington County.
Where it all started.
Where it all started. Yeah.
I did.
So
yeah,
tell us.
we go back that far.
Yeah.
I did. That's where it all started. I did Junior Miss here, and I was going to say I'd never represented my hometown before, but I guess you're right. I have in Junior Miss. So I did that. I won Washington County's Junior Miss in, I don't even know what year it was, a few years ago, and went to state for that. And then I went to the University of Louisville, and my sorority nominated me just, I guess, because they had heard of Junior Miss. You know, I had never been in an actual pageant before, but they nominated me to compete in Miss University of Louisville, and I'm, I guess, 18 then, have no idea what I'm doing, absolutely clueless, and I guess I did that on a whim too, but I represented them and did it, and I'm against, as this 18-year-old, against these these girls that are in law school and medical school at the University of Louisville, and so I'm obviously incredibly overwhelmed and intimidated, but lo and behold, to much my and my family's surprise, I won Miss University of Louisville that year, and that kind of started and snowballed it all. That's when I went to Miss Kentucky, and this is the Miss America system, and I competed in that for a few years. I placed second runner-up as Miss Jefferson County. But they are two completely different systems, so this was a whole nother experience. It was really cool to be able to compete in both of them. Some see it as taboo a little bit because they're, kind of competing. They're the two biggest pageants in the world, so, it's kind of like that kind of competitive edge. But, I did it on a whim because I thought, why not? What do you have to lose? So I did both of them, and they're both very different and both very cool experiences, and I was glad that I had success in both.
Now, is there talent in the Miss America?
So yes, the difference is Miss America, and obviously I'm oversimplifying here, but Miss America is more of the well-rounded. You have to have the talent, your interview, your platform, your personal platform, a cause that's important to you. That's part of it, and then of course swimsuit, evening gown, on-stage question, and that is a huge scholarship provider. So being involved in the Miss America system paid for a great deal of my school, which was awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Paid for, a great deal of my undergrad. The Miss USA system, in contrast, is the Donald Trump organization that goes to Miss Universe. That is a lot more your beauty, your walk, your modeling, entertainment, those, I always simplify it, dramatically oversimplify and say Miss America are usually your future doctors, lawyers, presidents. Miss USA is your future actresses and models and more, the entertainment arena.
I think that's why Katie got in that, because
correct.
she's
Yes.
interested in communications,
Right.
and she wants to be a sports announcer.
Right.
So now, what are your aspirations?
So it was weird that I fit into kind of both of the, it was weird,
Really?
pleasantly weird. And
Uh-huh.
like I said, that's a huge oversimplification, and there's obviously girls that can do both, and there might be presidents from USA and there might be models from America. So that's a drastic oversimplification, but it's how I relate it to people who aren't really involved and don't really know. But I went to the University of Louisville to become a surgeon. So I have my pre-med degree in biology, and when I got it, I said to myself, I don't think I'm ready to pursue this. And so I just totally, much to my father's demise, switched courses, and I am pursuing modeling and talent. I just signed with Heyman Talent in Louisville a couple months ago, so I'm working with them, building a resume, and we're going to see where that road takes me.
Wow.
Right, I know.
Very exciting.
I am very excited to pursue that, and kind of, it was kind of that now or never thing. That I was at that point in my life where I could either go down this road, which I knew wasn't for me, and I had the itch to do this, so I jumped on it and ran with it, and here we are.
Well, great. That is really exciting. So, okay, so now where does that lead you? How does that work?
So I signed with talent and modeling, and so now I'm kind of in the process of auditioning for things and doing shoots and doing this and that, and kind of just staying on top of that and building my resume, getting started, traveling that road. Hopefully one day I'll end up on the West Coast. You'll all be seeing me on your TV screens. So we'll hope for that big leap and that comes true. So it's just kind
So
of...
do you like the idea of perhaps modeling
Right.
and acting? What about, does
Yeah.
that involve that type of thing?
those are the exact things that I am pursuing.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
modeling
so
and
you said,
acting, yes.
okay, so you said acting, okay.
Right.
Well,
I may
now,
not have, but that is what I implied, so you are correct.
okay,
Hopefully.
great, yeah. Well, so the pageants, will you participate in more pageants then?
$1 million question. I've aged out of the Miss America system, so that reign is over. USA, I still have the option to compete in that for a few years, but never say never, but I've probably retired my heels, my pageant heels. I don't know, we'll see.
Well, third runner-up, I believe next time, most likely, you'll be
You think so?
Miss USA, yeah. So there you are, Miss Kentucky USA.
Potentially, yes.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Has that taken you other places with your now? Okay, first, what are your responsibilities as the third runner-up in Miss Kentucky USA pageant? Do you have obligations associated with that?
I don't have specific obligations to the organization. It's kind of mine to do what I want with it. So things like this, you know, I have that opportunity if I want to pursue that. But there aren't any really specific obligations. It's just really your place in the lineup, and you can do with it what you will. Kind of a badge of honor type thing. So
yeah. Do they give you any monetary compensation, or is it the badge of honor that is, or the badge of
right? This is not as much of a scholarship association as America was. They're sponsors, so I got some cool like gifts and bags and makeup and hair stuff and all that good stuff that came along with it.
Oh,
you know, we
that's
got
good.
So we got we got the goods.
That's good to get those goodies
from the sponsors, which was much appreciated. Yeah, so I did get not monetary, but I did get all the sponsorship came through, so that was nice.
Well, they'll probably put you on a TV commercial next with sponsoring their products, or
well, that's already happened. We did some sponsorship blurbs for the hair care company and a few things like that, so it was kind of a dual relationship type thing, I guess.
Oh, great. Well, good. So you're really already in the spotlight.
Well, I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
But here and there, yeah, the ball's getting started to roll, you know.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
So are you thinking that, I mean, what you'll have to move, I'm sure at some point. Like you said, you'll be on the West Coast.
Well, I hope so.
And so, ooh, that's going to be hard on your family. They'll just have to come visit, won't they?
They're going to have to get out of their comfort zone and come see me, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working, like I said, the talent agency I'm working with right now is in Louisville, and they have agencies in all across the nation. So Cincinnati, Chicago, Austin, Beverly Hills, and so I can travel with them some and get opportunities through them. Right now I'm kind of focused on just getting started, getting those commercials, getting in magazines, getting in all that good stuff and the TV shows and building that up and hopefully making it out there.
Did you go through any modeling programs, training? Aren't there modeling companies where they train you to?
Well, what you have to look for is you don't want the agencies who are making you go through a lot of classes. You know, they either want you and they're working with you or they're not. But I have done some trainings. I've done some runway trainings, and obviously you get your headshots and they coach you a little bit. So I've been through most of the background work, but a lot of it is just learning experience, just being in there in the moment and working and getting your experience through that too.
Well, it just sounds wonderful. It sounds like a really good opportunity, a lot of fun, and
right.
And will result in a very nice career for you.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
So, and all the time you'll be telling them about Springfield and Washington County.
Absolutely. I'll reference them to this video, and I'll say, this is how it started.
Yeah, this is where you got your start. Exactly.
That's right.
Well, I'm just very happy for you, April, and you're a beautiful young lady, and I don't have any doubt at all that you are going to make it. And I know how committed you are, how bright, how educated, and of course your beauty will take you to wherever you want to go.
Well, thank you. This town has done a lot for me. I know I told you I didn't tell my family until the week before I was competing in Kentucky USA, and I posted, I want to say, the night before. I think that's when I announced it to the world, like 24 hours before I went on stage. And within that 24-hour frame that I told the world I was competing, I got hundreds of messages and texts and all these different, people send me messages on social media and good luck. And so this town has gone above and beyond to support me, and I'm forever grateful for that and glad I got to come from here. So hopefully I'll be moving on and doing great things, but obviously I always take this with me.
Of course. Now, do you want anyone to be able to try to reach you? If there's someone on Central Kentucky TV, if there's someone watching this,
Hopefully someone's
one of
watching
your
this.
major companies that want you to be on their TV show, how should they contact you?
Well, I'm all over social media, so anybody that wants to contact me can usually find me and send a message, or they can just send me my email. My email is just my name, because I think I'm the only person in the world with that name, at gmail.com. I actually think that. So it's just my name, aprilreinle@gmail.com. So I get emails and inquiries all the time like that. So that would be probably the best way to reach me. So.
And Reinle.
Right, April, just like the month. It's April Reinle, Reinle, and then at gmail.com.
Yeah. So we're just happy to have you here today. I'm glad you took time out of your busy schedule to be here.
Well, I'm happy to be here with you. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.